Once upon a time, in a tranquil monastery nestled deep within the lush emerald-green valleys of the Himalayas, lived a wise and enlightened monk named Bhikkhu Samrat. He was known throughout the land for his remarkable serenity and his unwavering commitment to the teachings of Buddha. But what made him truly remarkable was his profound understanding of the principle: focus on yourself, not others. Bhikkhu Samrat had embarked on his spiritual journey at a young age. Raised by his parents in a simple mountain village, he was introduced to the teachings of the Buddha by the village elder, who recognized the young boy's insatiable curiosity and unquenchable thirst for knowledge. From that moment, he knew his path was one of self-discovery and enlightenment. Samrat joined the monastery at the tender age of 12, where he devoted himself to the rigorous routines of meditation, mindfulness, and the study of sacred texts. He diligently followed the teachings of the Buddha, and as the years passed, he transformed into a beacon of wisdom and serenity. One crisp morning, as the golden rays of the rising sun pierced through the monastery's windows, Bhikkhu Samrat gathered the novices around him. "My dear students," he began, "today I will share a profound lesson that I have learned on my journey toward inner peace. It is the principle of focus on yourself, not others. Let this be a guiding light on your path to enlightenment." As Samrat spoke, the young novices leaned in, eager to soak up the wisdom of their revered teacher. He continued, "Too often we become entangled in the judgments and distractions of the world around us. We compare ourselves to others, seeking validation, approval, and recognition. But the true path to enlightenment lies within, not without." The novices were perplexed but deeply intrigued by this enigmatic teaching. They yearned to understand how to apply it in their lives. "Let me share a story," Samrat began, "that will illustrate the power of focusing on oneself. Long ago, in a nearby village, there lived a painter named Devendra. Devendra was a talented artist, known far and wide for his exceptional skills. But as his fame grew, so did his pride and desire for recognition. He began to paint not for the joy of creating, but to outdo his fellow painters. His obsession with others' work led him down a path of envy and dissatisfaction." The novices listened intently as Samrat continued. One day, a wise old man visited Devendra's studio. He observed the painter's misery and said, "Young man, your art has lost its soul because you have forgotten the most important canvas of all, the canvas of your own heart. Stop worrying about what others are painting and start painting your own life with love, passion, and authenticity." The novices were captivated by the story, their hearts stirred by its wisdom. Samrat smiled and continued. Devendra heeded the old man's words. He began to paint from the depths of his heart, focusing on the joy of creation rather than comparisons with others. His art transformed, and people were drawn to the beauty and sincerity of his work. He achieved greatness by focusing on himself, not others. Bhikkhu Samrat's lesson was a profound revelation for the novices, and they set out to practice it diligently. Over the years, they too became enlightened monks, radiating inner peace and contentment. As Samrat's fame spread, pilgrims from distant lands began to visit the monastery seeking his wisdom. Among them was a curious traveler named Amara. She had heard of the wise monk and had journeyed from a bustling city to find answers to her inner turmoil. Her mind was always clouded with concerns about what others thought of her, leading to anxiety and restlessness. Amara attended one of Samrat's teachings, where he spoke about the importance of focusing on oneself. Intrigued, she approached him after the session and said, "Venerable Samrat, your words have touched my soul, but how do I begin to focus on myself, especially in a world that constantly judges and compares?" Samrat smiled at the earnestness in Amara's eyes. "Dear traveler, the journey inward begins with self-awareness. The first step is to observe your thoughts without judgment. Understand the nature of your desires and fears and question their source. Are they truly your own, or have they been shaped by external influences? In the silence of self-reflection, you will discover your true self." Amara took these words to heart and decided to spend some time at the monastery. She immersed herself in the daily routines of meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection, guided by the teachings of Bhikkhu Samrat. As the weeks turned into months, Amara's mind gradually cleared. She learned to recognize and release the shackles of societal expectations, focusing instead on her inner journey. She no longer felt the need to compare herself to others, for she had found her own unique path to self-discovery. One day, while walking in the monastery gardens, Amara encountered Devendra, the once famous painter who had visited the monastery years ago. He had come seeking solitude and inspiration, for his art had lost its luster once more. Amara shared her newfound wisdom with Devendra, reminding him of the old man's advice. Paint from the canvas of your own heart. Devendra was deeply moved and realized that he had allowed himself to be swayed by external judgments and comparisons once again. With renewed clarity, he returned to his studio and began to paint with the same passion and authenticity that had brought him fame in the first place. Years passed, and Bhikkhu Samrat's teachings continued to touch the lives of countless individuals who sought inner peace and enlightenment. The monastery became a sanctuary for those who wished to break free from the chains of comparison and judgment, to focus on themselves and uncover the treasures of their own hearts. As for Amara, she found her inner turmoil gradually fading away, replaced by a profound sense of contentment. She realized that the journey of self-discovery was ongoing, but she was now equipped with the tools to face life's challenges with serenity and grace. And so, in the serene and timeless monastery of the Himalayas, the wisdom of Bhikkhu Samrat continued to shine as a beacon for all who sought to understand the profound truth. Focus on yourself, not others. It was a reminder that the path to inner peace and enlightenment was not found in the comparisons and judgments of the world, but in the depths of one's own heart and soul. And thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative and inspiring, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating content you love. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.